Hello and welcome back everyone to Cyberpunk 2077. We're now gonna proceed to the ending of the game. So we now have a couple of options. We have like 3 options. One of them is this. So this is the Phantom Liberty ending. This is going to give us 3 more options. One is we take the corporate route, like the Arasaka ending, which is by far the worst. We take the rogue ending, or we take the suicide ending, which I'm not taking, or we take the secret ending. So these are really our 4 options for Nocturne OP55N1, and I didn't do the Pan Am quest, so we won't have that as an option. That's where we are at right now. Okay, this is awfully convenient. So firstly, I'm finishing off the Phantom Liberty ending, and in this playthrough, this is my canon ending, because this is the one I haven't played before, and for me, it's like V gets a fresh start and such, you know, so... but yeah, now at this point, I like Johnny enough to just want to retain the status quo. If that makes any sense at all.
Saw a weird image out on the street. Seems like your line of work.
What'd it look?
Grabbed a scan.
Tarot. Major Arcanum.
Be a little easier if this higher...
Well, the world is a maze of illusions. It's not easy for the...
Right, great. So...
I'd start by looking...
Still don't know...
Look for more images. They must... Think about what you see. You ask me?
Oh, finding...
A difficult time is coming when you'll have to choose which road to take.
Dunno.
Wonderful.
Come on back when you...
Hey, Misty. Happened upon some more murals. A little different. Thanks, Misty.
You know what?
Well, there was this quest where you could talk to, Before I wrap things up, there's just this one quest which I want to do, which seems to be highlighted in the main quest thing. So I want to finish that up, just for good measure. Hang on, let me get rid of this.
Hey, Misty. So, I saw a hooded figure.
The King of Pentacles. Having dealings of your own. With someone like that. Dangerous, Fee.
Rather deal with Satan.
I'm not sure simple caution's enough. Bad fate's stronger than that. But
So there was this figure.
the King of Wands? So that suggests you've met a leader who sticks to his principles in pursuing his
I
aims.
see.
Or,
Okay.
well, as ever, it depends on you. But it implies a certain danger, too. In
How's it?
Pretty good.
How's that?
After we said goodbye to Jackie, she invited me over. Now, not a day goes by when... Sent me a roast the other day. V, I'm afraid she's trying...
What's the big deal?
I think Miss Wells is using me.
With a new surrogate.
Ex
Wanna read my tarot?
Sure thing. The Hermit. In solitude, he discovers the truth about himself and the world. But watch out. A reversed Hierophant lurks in the darkness. He brings crisis, both in light... The devil reversed. You will find... the tower. You and everyone around you will experience a... nothing at all.
No, it was a present from Jack.
You brought this fate upon yourself. Don't blame the cards. I'm sorry.
I want to just finish off the Run This Town quest because it's highlighted as a main quest. Before I just call it quits on the game.
Attention, dog fans. This is Ben.
Not fun!
I immediately know when the frame rate is dropping because the motion blur becomes a bit too excessive sometimes.
Dogtown without the Colonel. Can't hardly imagine it.
Oh, please, brother. He a common thug. Not even that. Not no more. Worm food's worm
Tone it
food.
down, Chumba.
Ah, at last. I lacked the time to brew tea. My apologies.
Face to face again. What's changed?
everything. And that's what we'll discuss. Kurt Hansen, a man of many hats. A criminal, dog of war. To mine eye, an entrepreneur. And business suffocates in a vacuum. Vultures circle the Colonel's corpse already. The enterprise he built must choose a new leader. We will make certain they choose correctly. The Shard, please insert it.
Uh-huh, and why is it we care?
I take the long view of Dogtown's well-being. You care for short-term profit. Should Dogtown drown in blood, neither is achievable.
Let me guess. Got a successor all lined up, don't you?
Lieutenant Colonel Bennett, one of Hansen's most loyal, commands respect, is capable of rallying a strong base. The logical choice, this gentleman soldier. Alas, he has competition, a man named Yago. He's starting from a lower rung but has high aspirations. He's already begun seeking outside support from the Voodoo Boys. You will meet with Yago, you will convince him to back down.
What's Bennett's story?
Ex-Marine, took part in Operation Midnight Storm. He never questioned orders, didn't serve for glory or medals, loyal from start to finish.
Yago not up to snuff? Why?
He's an accountant, no soldier. Kept Hansen's books for him. V, you don't win hearts by counting numbers.
Sorry, Hans. Rather keep my mitts out of politics for a little.
And people complain when their ambivalence yields no progress. It seems you wasted a trip.
You know, sure. Change my mind. I'll take on the gig.
No, you won't. But Aguilar will.
You lost me.
Hansen remained on top because he had the contacts to stay afloat. Most important among them was a Cuban cartel. Enter Aguilar, a merc assassin from Havana, a living legend. Every time someone in Havana lights a cigar, Aguilar extinguishes a life somewhere around the globe. I'm lucky to have her behavioral imprint on hand. You're lucky to have experience with the tech already.
Let me summarize. Need me to assume Aguilar's identity?
Have a chat with Yago. Talk him out of any silly ideas he might have. Child's play.
Okay. All's crystal.
I've prepared a shard with helpful intelligence. Also a weapon, the same Aguilar uses. Help yourself to both.
Interesting piece of iron.
Custom made. A unique and highly persuasive tool. Time to kick the tires, V. Suit up and take the imprint for a whirl.
Holy shit, that looks cool. You legit look like a hitman now. That looks sick. Damn.
Do you feel the difference?
Seriously, Hans? You make me your guinea pig for untested tech? Thought you valued your well-being more than that.
Better than expected, V. Or rather, Aguilar. You'll make a strong impression on Yago, too. A trusted source tells me he's to meet soon with a delegation of the Dogtown Voodoos. I'll forward the coordinates. I care not at all for how you handle the Gangoons. As you will. I have only one request. Yago withdraws his candidacy. Once you've shown him reason, call me. And remember, my district's future is riding on this.
Dogtown's future and yours. Don't fuck me over, Hands.
Rehearsing, are you? Close. Just a bit lacking. Good luck.
This is sort of like the epilogue mission for Phantom Liberty, where you just wrap up the loose ends, establish a new Dogtown leader, and
What if the city comes looking? We still got
You've seen Lizzie Wizzy. Here. You sure you got your head on straight?
that did not end well. Oops. I wasn't even coming near you. Nice.
Time to go Cuban.
Côté isolé. Regardez ça. C'est petit. Allez, ça c'est pas territoire.
I have good news. We will talk. I will not shed your blood. A very good deal.
Mwen fout avec you. Pas un morceau là-dedans?
Pague pitié, Puyo! Puyo, son côté! Son côté! Son côté! Ah! Ça va bon, même! Frappez-moi, ah! Nous là!
Gotta wait for the man.
Out in the open. Ah, want a face-off, do you? Aguilar, you saucy senorita.
Dogtown in particular looks really photorealistic, like it was built from the ground up for next gen, right? So
There they are. Gonk's got no clue what's coming. Think I'm gonna shed a tear.
Something ain't right, boss.
And you are...
I answer with my own question. Do you know what happens when someone in Havana lights a cigar?
Somewhere in the world, Aguilar takes a life.
So they say. Do you know what else they say? That you have angered the wrong people. We know of your plan to oust Bennett. We know of your new allies. The Voodoo Boys? Poor choice. My superiors follow Christ, Iago.
I never intended any disrespect. What happens now?
The chain of command. It is a concept you know. If just one link fails, the chain breaks. You will lay your ambitions to rest. You will resume your place in the chain and hold firm.
Charlie!
Think you're hot shit? Prove it.
Oh shit! No. You... So the legends are true. Point taken. I'll back down. But there's something you should know. Bennett is Arasaka's pawn. They aim to control Dogtown through him.
You have proof of Bennett's deception, I trust.
Know where to find it. He goes to the city center often, Republic Way. The building's a front, occupied by a dummy corp owned by Arasaka. As to Bennett's biz there, ask him, press him. You'll see him right.
Plot thickens. Once they're gone, uncloak for your face melts like Scott Chaco.
Just getting started, Johnny.
Guess you ought to keep hands in the loop. Or, we could see what his favorite son's cooking up with fucking Arasaka. After all, Dogtown's future hangs in the balance.
Well played, Aguilar. High five, mi hermana Cubana.
Have you made progress? Has Iago reconsidered?
Has indeed. Also, Voodoo Boys are out of the equation.
Splendid. Have you anything else to add?
Actually, yeah. Iago claims Bennett and Arasaka are fucking.
A man with his balls in a vice makes many interesting sounds. A fixer, however, separates fact from the spewings of a panicked soul. My concern now, not yours. Still, I thank you for telling me.
What now?
Time to pay tribute to the fallen. Aguilar will attend Hansen's funeral service and ensure a smooth transfer of power.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you expect trouble.
Such events can trigger geysers of raw emotion. No two people grieve alike, and rarely rationally. Ceremony and wake both at the Black Sapphire. Aguilar should enter without a hitch.
Got it.
Le roi est mort, vive le roi. Good luck, V.
It's a dark day here in Dogtown. Our colonel went out the way he lived. Gun in hand. And the motherfuckers who took it out. Oh, they're black.
the game just looks, even though I have been playing this for like the last 40 hours, I'm still in awe at how good the game looks. I do not know how I'll go back to playing some other game. Oh.
Who let her in here?
Nighttime Aguilar had a word with Bennett.
Ain't our guy that. Probably his hustle. Take him out now, just in case. Save yourself the headache later.
Don't like this.
Tell you what Aguilar do. Dump the body, stat. Then wait for Bennett in the ride. Get the jump on him.
Be a net hero. If you suspect any rogue AI activity, call the Netwatch immediately.
I think we're on the same page. They agreed to back me. 2 unmarked tactical units in Dogtown.
Gordon, let's roll. But what a grind. Japanese suits have their neckties tied so fucking tight.
Holy shit, this is so cool.
Wait, who? Oh fuck, Aguilar!
So you know now how the Japanese tie their neckties. Do you know the Colombian way? The Colombians cut open your neck, pull your tongue out through the hole. It sounds complicated, but I've had plenty of practice.
Aguilar, please, listen to me. I know what this must look like. This fuckhead Yago.
Your accountant.
He's trying to cut me out. Arasaka's promised to have my back. All they want in exchange is access to our smuggling routes.
No. What they seek is control of your smuggling routes. Only a fool would think otherwise.
I'm out to secure the future. For my organization. For your bosses.
You will put Arasaka behind you, Bennett. Why? Because you are in a car with Havana, while Tokyo is somewhere out there.
This a geography lesson? Fucking joke.
Oh, Bennett. What little regard you have for your own life.
You won't let it go. Is that it? Well, fine. Your legend ends here.
Do you want the throne? It is mine to give, but to a soldier, not a corporate puppet. If I see even one Arasaka shadow in Dogtown, I will return and find you. But without my friendly demeanor. Is that clear?
Yes, Aguilar. Understood.
Supreme work, Aguilar. Time for a breather, though.
Your final destination. Be aware that using firearms against other road users is
Attention, Dogtown. This is bad.
So now, we're gonna have to convince Bennett to rule, but without killing
It's a
Yaga.
dark day here in Dogtown. Our colonel went out the way he lived, gun in hand, and the motherfuckers who took him out, oh, they'll
The final act. Hansen's wake. Enter Aguilar. Shit, V. Got me on the edge of my seat.
Get this show on the road.
What will I do now?
Aguilar, welcome to the Black Sapphire. Hope you, had a pleasant flight. Thank you for coming.
This is some... I guess this was the name of an assassin as well in Assassin's Creed, like the movie. Aguilar. Maybe that is what this is a
Time to go.
reference to.
Don't ask why.
I like how feared this man is.
So, ready?
Cuban cartel? Here?
Aguilar, in honor. For all of us.
Take me to Bennett.
He came with extra security. Got a bad feeling.
Nice.
Aguilar, what a surprise.
I understand you've met.
Havana sends its condolences. The news of Colonel Hansen's death shook us all.
I'm sure the Colonel would appreciate your goodwill. You're dismissed.
I met earlier with the Lieutenant Colonel. We had a lovely conversation talking of this and that. In the end, we both agreed Dogtown needs a strong leader. That leader will be Bennett. The people here heed his words, as will you, Yago.
Oh, until when? Until you leave town and he's free to stab me in the back? I want names, contacts, connections, your informants in the NCPD, everyone on your payroll.
Ridiculous.
You will prove your loyalty to me.
No, Bennett. If you would unleash hell upon Dogtown, just know this pistol will be the first hound out of it.
I don't think that's necessary.
I would like us to lay our cards on the table. That is the wild card. I give a finger, you ask for the hand. Alas, I have only an itchy trigger finger left to offer. Our future prosperity depends on a show of your goodwill. Only my personal opinion, of course. Perhaps if you do not agree, I could persuade you.
Fucking fine.
We have a deal.
Hope I won't regret it.
Havana has eyes everywhere. Behave, both of you. All of you. Or I'll be back.
Nice. Woo. So everyone survived. Just use the fear that they have. To get what you want.
Dog-eat-dog world, I guess. What's that make Dogtown?
A warning to you, Silverhand. One you will heed.
That's cool, that's cool. Well, that completes the main quest of Phantom Liberty. There is still some more, I suppose. I mean, not for the main quest, just for the Phantom Liberty ending, the tower ending. I'll complete that in this video. The LOD was so poor on Johnny that it looked like he was wearing the hood.
No estoy de humor. Call. Take a bow, V. Had our fun, but it's time we sent Aguilar off with a heartfelt adios.
Let's go.
Adios, Aguilar. It's been real.
Attention Dogtown.
The word is Dogtown has a new alpha, and that a certain merc went against the better judgment of her fixer. I know you met with Bennett.
You are Bennett's an apex predator. Gonna make a fine new Hansen.
With a sensible partner at his side, he stands to achieve more than Hansen ever could. Marvelous work, V. Worth every penny and more. That'll be all for now. I'll be in touch.
Yep. So that should complete our Phantom Liberty sort of quest, right? Okay, the correct way is in this direction. let's end this. Let's end Phantom Liberty. I asked ChatGPT whether I should play all other Phantom Liberty missions, but it said skip them all. There is no real emotional weight to them, so not doing any of the gigs and side missions and such. Yep, these are the only two.
I can feel him!
Was thinking about swapping some chrome. Got any new toys?
Ooh, yeah, baby. Okay, that requires a ton of this stuff, which I just don't have at the moment, but that is fine. Anything else? All of this requires a ton of... I just don't have enough cyberware capacity for it. I just don't have any. I have like 4 left, so there's nothing meaningful that I can do. Even if I sell off some of my weapons, knives, whatever, nothing's gonna cut it. Who was Nancy? Alright, the one who organized the... Okay. Here we go.
Say you told the FIA to stick their offer where the sun don't shine. Just don't make the call to Reed. We'll find another way.
Do what now?
Message. Didn't see it? They want to wipe me. Need me to explain the ins and outs?
Yeah, it's just... I didn't put the facts together till now.
Convenient. But say I go along with that. Question is, what are you gonna do?
Wait, that's not what I wanted to say. I was just confused. That's not... You know, there's always this disparity between what's on the screen and what the character actually ends up saying. You think it means something, but they actually end up saying something else.
Say you told the FIA to stick their offer where the sun don't shine. Just don't make the call to Reed. We'll find another way.
Do what now?
Message. Didn't see it? They want to wipe me. Need me to explain the ins and outs?
The world calls for great leaders, and the odds are...
Come on, you knew I'd fight for my life to the end, no matter the price. As obvious to you as it was to me.
Call me a chump, but I never thought I'd be that price. Come on, V. Don't make the call.
Agreed. Can't do it. Wouldn't be right. Fuck the FIA.
Huh. Good to be seeing eye to eye again. Thanks, V. Truly.
So, the problem is, in this situation, Johnny dies. In all the others, Johnny gets a shot at life by merging with Alt. In this, Johnny just ceases to exist. That's why he doesn't want to do it. Which is one of the things I don't like about this. Like, we and Johnny, they don't have to be separated. I don't know. I mean, I don't want, like, I'm quite happy with the status quo now. Like, Johnny is just like a friend in my head. But sure, this is the only one which gives we a sort of happy ending, like where he gets a second chance and stuff. But like, I don't know. Is there even a point to life like that where you completely have to let go of everything, start over? Well, maybe there is. Maybe that's all you can do. Johnny looks so sad.
Figuring out something that might work versus a surgical procedure. Choice is clear, Johnny. Raisin Reed on the hollow.
Meeting point. You there?
Bet I am. Actually eager to be clinic bound.
AV's on his way. It won't be long now. Good luck, V.
Thanks, Reed. For everything.
So this is how it ends.
Sorry, Johnny. I am. Just...
Man, come on. This sucks.
Gives me the best chance.
Come on, Johnny. Don't... Oh.
I get it. I do. Your choice to make. Not mine. Just need a moment to think.
Well, there is Pan Am, but I'm not, I mean, I didn't do the Pan Am thing, so Pan Am reward and such, so. Johnny just looks sad, man. Of course he is, he's about to die, but like, come on. It's not like the tower ending's any easier. Come on. Johnny,
James Weiss, FIA. I guess you're V, is that right? If I may, it's an honor to meet the woman who rescued the president of the NUSA.
Great. Thanks. Where's Reed? Didn't make the trip with you?
He got held up on assignment. Not to worry, you're in good hands. Come on inside. Doc Lozano will evaluate your condition, make sure you're stable.
Kinda nervous. Not gonna lie.
Lozano, pleasure. I'll be among those operating on you. Let's start with a quick nervous system scan. You mind giving me your personal link?
Hope there's enough of those tatters left to scan.
The damage is apparent, but looks fixable. Was thinking. Want to get one last look at Night City? That beautiful old bitch. What do you say?
I want to bid the city goodbye. Mind opening the door?
Don't worry, you'll be back here in no time.
Can never be too sure. Just open it. You shook my hand, Weiss. Indulge me?
Damn.
There it is. Night City. At your feet. Was it always that small? Or did you just get too big for it?
Really, Johnny, don't mean to do this. Don't deserve to have you by my side.
When is telling me what to do ever worked, huh? It's okay, V. You're allowed to be a little proud of yourself.
Drop the charade, Johnny. This ain't no happy ending. Stop pretending it's all peachy.
Mine's made up. Gonna stick with you these last moments. Allow me that much.
Bro, come on.
Just glad you'll pull through. And that I got the chance to call you my friend.
Can't help wondering if I can still call myself your friend.
Of course you can. God my blessing. Been in your head some time, V. Know you well enough that it ain't even a question.
How are you doing this? Being so damn calm about it.
Died once already, you know. Getting used to it.
Jokes aside, though,
Honestly, always felt death breathing down my neck. That's why I lived like every day was my last. But now, first time in fucking forever, I feel at peace.
you genuinely not afraid of death? Was the one feeling I couldn't shake the last few weeks, no matter what I did.
Scares me I can't stick around to see what happens. To you, the world. But honestly, thought of you gone so I could live always scared me more. I've got readings spiking. Strong emotions. Let's do this. We want your brain burden-free. Never know how stress might affect it. Think this is it, kiddo?
Yes. So,
Promise me one thing, will you?
I promise. No idea what, but I promise.
Not asking you to never give up. Sometimes, you gotta let go. Just don't let anyone change who you are, okay?
Johnny,
Good night, Valerie. Today was a good day.
Oh, God. Fuck, man. Oh, God. Why is every game I play hitting so hard? Red Dead Redemption 2 hit like a motherfucker, and now this. Oh, my good God.
V, you in there?
Oh, God, man. Fuck!
Ruined my plans, you know that.
Fuck. This was a motherfucker.
Was gonna leave Night City in the dust for good. And then started packing. But now I think I gotta stay.
Take care, V.
There's anything I can do. And I mean anything. All you gotta do is holler.
You weren't dreaming, V. Those were memories.
Voices? Didn't hear anything but you just now.
Afterlife. See you there.
V gets a fresh shot at life, but by
Alright,
killing
they're
the
opening.
one friend.
I think she sees me now.
Johnny did become a good friend.
Can you hear me?
Heard voices. Was that you?
Me, doctors, probably some dreams. Doesn't matter. You're awake now.
Reed, saw you seem different somehow. Even almost look like
Stay at Langley long enough, it, makes you its own. I'm no exception.
nice view
What?
out the window.
Greenery, calm, birds chirping. Not what you used to.
I was told you got a new job, new duties, lots of them. Busy bear, no time for me.
Who said that? When?
Wise. In the AV, you weren't there.
Right. Well, I'm not as busy anymore. Besides, I plain wanted to see you. And the doc said you needed to see a familiar face. Now, in particular. So, yeah.
Need to ask, how's So Me? Everything work out all right?
I've been cut off from updates for a while now. She's alive. That's all I know.
So, how's life? How's things?
Paperwork, training recruits. Nothing to write home about.
Not your style of work, sounds like.
I can manage field work anyway. Not anymore.
How do you know when I'd wake?
Doctor's estimates. You were supposed to be conscious by today. Tomorrow latest. They started bringing you up a few days ago. Controlled process.
Putting in a personal appearance. Bad news. Gotta be. Just tell me. Surgery was a bust, right?
Never that simple. Doc saved you. You're alive.
Hearing a big-ass butt in there.
'Cause there is one. Deep invasive work on your nervous system. To cut the engram out safely.
Telling me I wiped Johnny. Sacrificed him. For nothing.
Not for nothing. You're alive. Your neurons can no longer handle most implants. Chrome. Your brain can manage your personal link and simple code processors. But any use of a combat implant, well, it could kill you.
So we're back to the simple life.
I'm sorry, V. But the life you used to know is gone.
That's not too terrible.
There's, one other thing. You were out for 2 years. It's 2079.
Fuck. My whole life. Down the shitter.
It's rough, I know. It'll take getting used to. But it
Basically
gets
Captain
better.
America.
Trust me.
2 years. And zap nerves. That all your best docs can manage.
I wish I could help you, V, but I can't.
Same shit. Always. Peeps wanting to help me. Never being able to. Why?
Are you all right?
I need some air. Legs are jelly. Can barely stand.
Been laid up for 2 years, V.
Damaged my nervous system. Can hardly believe it. Why didn't they use nanobots?
Neural matrix. Apparently, it reduced your cell's regenerative capacity. We tried everything. Really?
What about my chrome?
Your implants have been deactivated. It needed to it. Your survival depended on it.
Need to get out of here. And see, when can I go back?
Today, if that's your wish. But you should ask yourself...
Cream, where's my stuff?
V, listen to me. Your body, it ain't going back to what it was. And NC's a city where you just won't manage. Not anymore. Please understand. I'd like to spare you that disappointment, at least.
Great. And what comes next?
We truly appreciate what you did for us. We can set you up with a job here at Langley.
And what would I do? Be your assistant, errand rover? I know you're trying to help, but you damn well know that's not for me.
I know I'd feel better seeing you off the street.
This isn't my life, Reed.
But it could be, given your old one is long gone.
Dunno, someday maybe. Need to think. But now, going home to NC, definitely. Didn't escape death just to waste away here.
Up to you. Once you know where you're headed, call the nurse. And if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Reed. Thank you.
No need, V. You've got no reason to thank me.
No fucking way. Hey, Jude. V, where you been, June? In US clinic. Had surgery. That's a long story. Must have been a long operation, too. Gruesome. Bloody. Spent most of that time in a coma. Unplanned, obviously. Wow, V. Thought I'd never see you again. Should be dead, I know. Good news is, finally found a way to excise the biochip. What? How? Telling me Silverhand's out? You're gonna remain yourself? Forever and ever. 100% V. V? That is beyond Nova. So damn nice to know some stories actually get a happy ending.
Is it a happy ending?
Dealing with some drawbacks. I'll never fully recover. I'm alive, sure, but got no idea what comes next. Shit. You serious? Really sorry, V. Hope you figure it out. Get yourself set up again. Sounds like you're angling not to be a part of it. Mad at me for disappearing, right? Nah. I mean, sure, I was, but finally decided you'd have pinged me if you could. Now it's just... V, I'm in Pittsburgh, and I'm married. If you ever hop to the other coast, come on over for a beer, but now... really can't help you. Jude, how could you? 2 years, V. I was lonely, lost in my head. First Evelyn, then you. No way I would have made it alone. What's her name? Bianca. But looks, character, nothing like you at all. You know, we could have made it. Sure. Maybe. But you were dying, and you up and disappeared. What was I supposed to do? But I'm good now, V. Please, don't take that away. Don't have much of a choice, do I? Goodbye, V. And I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I'm only gonna say this once. I'm in no mood for pranks. So if you don't...
Hey there, Vic.
V? Is it really you?
You don't know how good it is to hear you.
It's good to hear you too, V. But how are you... why?
So, this netrunner I met got me involved in this FIA op. They promised surgery, cure using the runner's tech in exchange. And it worked. But not without complications. A 2-year coma, for one.
God damn it. That's a chunk of life there.
Yep. I mean, they saved me, new lease on life, but chrome's a no-go for me now, even simple muscle boosters.
Is that what they told you? Quacks, I bet. They overlook something. I just know it. Come see me, V.
think I stand a chance of being normal again. My old self.
Of course you do. I've got new tech. Does wonders.
World changes, moves on, but man, Vic's ever the last reliable resort.
Yeah. I'll see you, V. You know the address.
Bradbury and Byron.
How can I help you?
Night City. Can I get a flight there?
Of course. An AV is ready and waiting. I'll come get you now.
Back on your feet. It's nice to see that finally.
Man, it's like this ending hits the hardest, I think. It doesn't give you the forced consequence of, you know, like we dying or Johnny dying, you know, or whatever.
Did you hear my question? I asked if you find the liquor I procured for Mr. Vector suitable.
Yep, perfect. Exactly the one I had in mind. Vic will love it. Sorry. Zoned out for a sec.
That's quite all right. It is truly a pleasure to see you back and in good health. Though I cannot help but notice your rather vacant stare. Might I ask how you're feeling at the present moment?
Dunno. Hasn't sunk in yet. Feels like just yesterday I was at home in these streets. Part of them.
If it's any comfort to you, from where I sit, not as much has changed as you might think. I must merely make donations of tribute to somewhat different people.
So, bribes. Whose palms you greasing these days?
Most often corporate security. You might have noticed they're out in force, protecting new corporate locations.
NCPD let that slide?
In the event of any conflict, the weaker yield to the mightier. Some things never change.
Think we could swing by my place?
Of course. I shall pull your address now and... Oh.
What's up?
It appears you were evicted a year ago due to unpaid rent. I'm afraid I cannot fulfill your request.
Fuck me. How's biz, Del? Betty's flowing in?
I'm afraid the matter of those incidents and vehicles proved quite troublesome. For a time, I was forced to hide from law enforcement.
Sorry to hear that.
You needn't lament. I'm sure you had more pressing matters to attend to.
Damn.
A while since I was last here.
Remembered all of this.
What else has changed?
The most significant is Arasaka pulling the bulk of its operations out of Night City. I imagine you could be interested in hearing the latest news. I shall turn on the radio.
Well,
and now
in
the
alternative
hot question, Yorinobu Arasaka, what happened? Joining us today, Masao Adams, author of Arasaka's biography.
I actually saved all the Delamain cars in my previous playthrough. Maybe I should.
It's a pleasure to be here, Stan.
An Arasaka spokesperson recently announced that Yorinobu has stepped down as CEO. True or big fat baloney?
Well, Stan, we're talking about a man who once went into voluntary familial exile to join a nomad clan in direct conflict with his own father's agents. The idea that someone like him would remove themselves from the picture is just not plausible.
So you're suggesting he had help, but then to what end?
I think it's simple. Yorinobu deliberately tried to destroy Arasaka. His biography attests to that. Eventually, the board woke up and proceeded to excise this saboteur within.
Oh, fascinating theory. One all you listeners can read all about in Masao Adams' latest book, The Prodigal Phoenix.
Arasaka's on the back foot, huh?
It appears so. Other corporations have wasted no time in attempting to fill the void.
Well, Johnny, you got your wish. Arasaka's on the way out. Except it's like playing Whack-A-Corp. Hit one, 3 others pop up.
Are you talking to me?
No, to myself. It doesn't matter.
We have arrived. I shall await your return here.
Better get going.
One last thing, if I may. We all eventually run out of fuel, but that hardly means the journey wasn't pleasant.
Damn. The tower ending in Phantom Liberty has such a poignant story. And a powerful story at that. It's beautifully done. Relative to the... main story itself. Phantom Liberty's epilogue, where you get to say bye to Johnny and everything, that is powerful and poignant, and seeing all of the characters who you love move away, that just hits.
Hey girl, hold up. Oh, come on. Do we gotta? You're not from around here, are you?
What if I ain't? Traveling's not allowed anymore?
Oh, it allowed. Just not here, girl.
I see.
And there's nothing we can do about it. Fuck. You could just punch him in the face.
Welcome to our Zeta Tech Network clinic. How may I help you?
What is this? The chimes, incense, candles. Where are they?
You're sure to find something of the sort in town.
Not asking about that. Esoterica shop. That's what this was.
Well, apparently, not anymore it isn't.
Here to see Victor. Mind if I go through?
Do you have an appointment?
Yeah. Private one.
Ah, right. I see a note right here. Please hurry in. The next patient is due to arrive soon.
Damn. Just seeing all of these changes, it hurts. The whole thing.
Vic. So good to see you, old Ripper.
V, how long's it been?
Depends on your point of view.
Ha! You're making a habit of this. Rising from the dead. I actually thought I'd never see you again.
Come on. You're gonna make me cry, Vic.
What would be wrong with that?
Anyway, got you a little something.
They have this rule, no drinking anywhere in the clinic. I could get reprimanded. Ooh.
Who's they?
Well, hang on a minute. Oh, same one Jack and I knocked back. Championship bout for the middleweight title. Malone versus Kano. Remember it as if it was yesterday.
Life was simpler somehow, wouldn't it?
Yeah, good times. Things changed. No denying it. Jackie's gone.
So's Misty's shop.
And all her sense. All right, come on, hop in the chair.
Really think this could work? Rather avoid any false hopes.
You'll be fine. Trust me. So tell me, what's it like to be back among the living?
Vic. Lost in life. All my plans, dreams.
You survived.
Can't function in my environment, so what's it matter? Me from 2 years back? Gone. Never gonna be her again. You know what I mean.
What are you trying to say exactly?
Your clinic. What happened? Seems colder somehow. Less cozy.
I don't suppose you're talking about the new AC.
You know what I mean, Vic.
What can I tell you? Corporate standards, guidelines, recommendations. You match them. End of story. But I dare say I managed to retain a smidge of individuality.
The hell happened, Vic? So many years resisting to let him buy you out now? Why?
They piled the pressure on, V. I mean, anonymous threats of arson included, over and over. I ran out of options. I had to do what was best for the clinic.
Always got a choice, Vic. Always.
It's not that simple, is it?
If that's the case, I'd like to believe I chose well.
Ask Misty what she thought before you signed.
Of course I did.
What'd she say?
Well, she said a lot of things. She is the sensitive sort. Changes, unpleasant ones happening all around her. She stopped feeling good here. And no wonder. I miss her. Hope things work out for her. Hope they work out for all of us.
Funny. Was terrified I'd die for so long.
I don't see what's funny about that.
Point is, I should have feared the passing of all the things I knew. Can't imagine how Johnny felt. Waking up after 50 years.
You get old enough, you start coming to terms with things. Keeps you from drowning in your sentiments.
Vic, sensible as ever. And with achievable dreams. I never could settle on those.
You'll learn.
If you say so.
Well, your core looks fine. Good even. Let's take a look at your motor cortex.
Can't say I like that,
First time I've seen anything like this. Your cortex seems to have turned deaf to implant signals. Maybe reinstall the neuroport firmware. No, that'd... Maybe switch to binary signaling. That's a risk of shock. Life-threatening kind.
Said you could do something, Vic.
I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Please, don't worry, Vic. Didn't come with high hopes anyway.
Not good. You have to believe there's something out there for you.
Self-delusion. That's what you advise.
No. I just want you to accept your reality. You've changed, yes, but you're alive. Look at me. I had to adapt too. Still doing what I most love, though.
Just 2 years. You may not see it. Time's passed differently for me, so... I do see it. You're plain unhappy, pretending to be your former self.
You really think so?
Vector, come on quick. I ran into trouble. Need surgery. It's are you running late?
I can't now, Tyler. Drop in tomorrow.
Drop in tomorrow.
This is my friend. No affiliation to the firm. Come back later, please. It's important to me.
You got it wrong, man. You're on contract.
Got a patient, Vic. Don't worry about me.
Ugh. V. You can't know how sorry I am.
Vector!
Hey, swing by to see me anytime, yeah?
Of course, I'll drop by.
Close the door on your way out, okay? I need to look for Tyler's pressing problem here. Guess you landed in some kind of shitstorm.
This is also a sad ending where V has lost everything. The only difference is that there is some hope for a new life. That being said, V has lost everything. V and Johnny died. While I wouldn't say it's for nothing, it's just... I know Judy has moved on and... Victor couldn't help her, and... especially the whole bit with Johnny, that was sad.
Well, well. See that, Jimmy? She a corporate rat.
Chill, man. Easy.
Come on, hand over your scratch. Let's go.
Not a suit. Not a corpo.
Take me for a fool? Clinic you just waltzed out of Zeta Tech. Eddie's, player, now.
Not a good time, Chumba.
Like I give a shit. Give me money.
Piss off or your brains fry. To a crisp.
I don't know about this.
Go on, hack away. Give it your best shot. Nothing? Thought as much. Booyah!
V? But you... What happened to you?
Misty?
Easy now. Are you in one piece?
Damn. No chance I'd recognize you on the street. A jacket you're wearing. Jackie's?
Yeah. You look almost the same. A bit wilted, maybe, but...
Yeah. Time kinda stopped for me.
What's up with you? Feeling okay?
Honestly... I feel fucking hopeless. Just got thrashed by 2 lame-ass thugs.
But why didn't you defend yourself?
Couldn't. Long story.
Oh, is that the relic's doing? I know I should be worried, but honestly, I'm just so glad to see you.
Jeez. You're welcome. So damn nice. Actually feel better already.
It must be hard for you, I know. But hardships pass too. As all things.
Probably got it right. Just darn hard to believe right this second. You saw what happened. Can't even stand up to a couple of random dipsos. Where do I go from here?
You'll learn to live like us regular folk. Avoid dark alleys, run when you hear gunfire. Not much more to it.
Ain't your bread and butter?
Welcome to the world of the faces in the crowd, V. My ride will be here soon, but I still got a minute or two to talk. I really missed
life
you, you know?
that Dex talked about.
So, You're finally leaving.
Strange story, actually. You know what made me decide to leave?
Vic signing on to work for Zetatech.
No, not that. It was a blow, that's sure. We had a huge fight about it. My favorite herbal store burned down one day. Went there to buy some white sage and saw a charred mess instead. It was then I realized nothing's the same anymore. Jackie was gone, You'd up and ghosted. I decided to close the Esoterica on the spot. I couldn't help other people find balance if I'd lost it myself.
Sorry, Misty. Wish I could help you. I do.
You have helped. By staying alive.
You know what, Misty? Thanks.
Likewise, V.
Misty, can you just tell me what to do? Balanced or not, always had something smart to say.
I can tell you how I bounced out of the last dark pit I was in.
Can you?
Turned out that an old friend of mine is still alive.
FIA offered me a job.
Well, it could be a place to plant your butt for a while. What are you thinking?
To me, it'd be early retirement at a desk.
Retirement does mean rest, I suppose. I still think you have other options. Probably lots.
Ah, it doesn't matter. My life's like I was a minute ago. Flat on its ass.
Like it was when your fam broke up? Like after Konpeki? Like it probably will be again? You might see this as odd or extraordinary. But life's about changes. Unwelcome ones, too.
Made the best choice of all of us. Leaving NC before it gets you good.
Oh, it got me anyway. But nothing's tying you to this place, V. No reason you can't leave too. It's a faces in the crowd thing. Might be our one privilege.
A face in the crowd.
So, somewhere to start anew? Gonna go looking?
Huh. So many places I've yet to see. Maybe leaving is the best option.
Start over.
Might actually find the new me somewhere out there.
If you land in a certain ancient forest in Poland, I'll help you look. My ride will be here soon. Walk me to it?
Aww. V looks like a cancer patient. I mean, I understand, but it just
Till
sucks.
we meet again, I guess.
Hope so.
Oh, V. Do you still have that pendant I gave you?
I must have misplaced it.
Don't go looking for it. Doesn't matter anymore.
Faces the crowd. V's build and stuff has changed. She's become like smaller and skinnier, and she looks sickly, but yeah, and I'm finding it hard to keep track of her. But I mean, it's an emotionally charged ending for me relative to the others, where you return to V and die in Ree's body and die in 6 months, which was unsatisfying, and that presented some turmoil about the decision that you were going to make. Were you going to return to V's body or give it to Johnny?
V. So, you went and beat the biochip, and in a manner of speaking, Johnny. Love to throw us for a loop, don't you, kid? The word is it cost you rather dearly. Sorry to hear that. Truly. Used to be quite a lot of talk about your exploits at the afterlife. Even had a few folks gunning for you to have your own concoction on the menu. Maybe we leave them secure in their convictions. Maybe that's better. Don't get me wrong, door's always open. You'll always be welcome at my club. But your legend, well, could wilt a bit more with each visit. Give it a think. Not as if we'd ever forget you, you know?
Hey, V. I wouldn't mind knowing how you manage it. Langley awaits, if you need a place to land. Don't look at it as a consolation or compensation. You'll be doing me a favor, not the other way around. Truthfully, I let you down. I let Sony down too. But you, I can still help. Maybe I'll stop feeling so damn... just drop me a line, will you?
Hey, V, it didn't quite work out in our last talk, huh? What do you say to giving it another try? We'll drink some beers, watch a legacy fight. Downtime to look back upon fondly in our new lives. They're looking to redo the clinic, sending me off to Frisco of all places. A new beginning for everybody, I guess. Though I have to say, some proper closure could make it all easier to bear. It would, for me at least. You think you'd be up for that?
Is that it? Damn. Man, I feel like the corpo ending is like just let's not even go into that. It's like if you didn't do any of the side quests, you get the corpo ending, which is just not fun. But the Aldecaldo's ending is a bit you seem to get V back to his body and you get to spend the rest of your time with Panam, and that's a bit there is some emotional value to that, but it is the way we and Johnny part at the end of that, it's like you're just confused, and there is a lot of complexity in what happens in the Black Wall and such, and the way that whole thing happened, it's like you were promised a chance at life and it was taken away, and the whole thing felt contrived and it was confusing, and I don't know. I don't even think it was the contrived part that was annoying or particularly confusing. I felt that the stakes were a bit contrived at the end to force you into this sort of binary choice. And also, for some reason, I cannot put a finger on it, just the main story of Cyberpunk and the side quest without Phantom Liberty, where you did not get as attached to Johnny, did not have the same weight. The only reason you would go back to Johnny's body, or you let Johnny go back to V's body, was because V was gonna die anyway, but Johnny would end up cutting people off, which was not pleasant, and it just felt like a dick move. It wasn't emotionally charged as such. The alternative is V returns to his body, because I played as a male V in my previous playthrough. V returns to his body, and either gets to go off with Pan Am, or goes to does some cool job in space, becomes a legend of the afterlife and such, and ends up dying. So even that's not emotional. It's like, the whole game was leading up to that point where you were dying. Okay, now you're still dying, and Johnny taking over your body, that felt contrived. I don't know, it just did not hit as hard emotionally. I'm trying to put a finger on what it was about it, but I'm not able to. Here, the final conversation with Johnny where he says Valerie or Vincent for male V, that just hit. And then you call Judy, and Judy talks about how she moved on, and there is this heart-to-heart conversation about how we could have made it. That just hit. The conversation about losing a loved one, and sure, there is hope for Vi here because she can move on and have a new life, but she's lost everything to the point where you wonder, is it even worth it? Everything that made her her is gone. Now she has to start completely afresh. Does it even make sense? But at least you get that second chance, and maybe you can make new friends and live a new life, face in the crowd. So in terms of hope, this is the only ending which is hopeful. But along with that hope comes a great amount of poignancy, because I think the reason that this ending hit was because you had to get separated from Johnny, and Johnny had to die, and you chose it. It was gonna end this way anyway. I mean, it was not like there was a sudden change in plan. It was always about removing the engram. And it's just that in the last moment you realize, oh fuck, it's over, you're at the end. So that sucks. And I think that there was no contrived plot twist or anything at the end. It was just the raw emotion that allowed you to sit with it, and the deeper bond to Johnny, and the way everything was set up, and the way it was executed also. I think the visual in the original endings where you're inside Mikoshi and you see like bits of code and you walk into a white bridge, and that just does not work as much. But Johnny asking you to open the window for one last time, that just hit. And Judy saying she moved on and telling you not to call her, that just fucking hit like a fucking motherfucker. That hurt seriously. And in the part where we could have made it, while I completely understand what Judy did, it is also understandable that we would be hurt. The whole thing was put together beautifully, in my opinion. And as such, the tower ending is not necessarily the I think the tower ending is the best in terms of emotional poignancy, in terms of the hopefulness and optimism, in terms of hopefulness and optimism for we at the end. And for all people involved, it gives them the best chance at life. No one ends up dying and stuff like that, unlike the other endings. So I think off the lot, while it is painful and poignant, it is the best. The one exception being that you killed off Johnny. Now, we do have to understand that Johnny, special appearance, Hideo Kojima, what? Now, there is an argument to be made that it was never really Johnny in there, but a construct. It was just bits of code running. But still, Hideo Kojima Easter egg. I'm just checking that out. Oh, he's there in the heist mission. Okay. So, I think, yeah, so I was saying that Johnny is an engram, so it is probably bits of code running, so maybe you didn't kill him, but it doesn't matter if Johnny was alive or not physically. As such, I got attached to Johnny, to the construct in my head, and now being separated from that and knowing that I have ceased, that that entity has ceased to exist and the last trace of Johnny no longer exists in the world, that sucks. And I mean, I'm not quite happy about that. That's the one thing, and that goes to show that you can't win it all. There is either you die or Johnny dies, or you become one with Alt and all of your friends get hurt and suffer. All of your friends get hurt and suffer anyway, and then they move on. So in that regard, giving off your body to Johnny and this aren't all that different in terms of what you do to your friends. Your friends are going to suffer anyway, and they move on eventually. This gives you a glimpse into what happens a few years after Johnny takes over your body. So they move on. It just sucks for them in the interim. And honestly, everyone's alive in that ending, and we becomes one with that, with Alt, whatever that means. We gets a different shot at life. Johnny gets a different shot at life. In a way, it's the best ending because no one dies if you get the secret ending, but it is not nearly as poignant as this. So anyway, I think that is a good time to end this video. We'll continue the next one with the secret ending, and I think this is a beautiful, beautiful ending. Definitely elevated the base game for me, just that ending. If this was the ending that had gone in the base game, it stung me. It's just that I'm coming after RDR2 and it's like, more pain and more misery and more, that's there. But it was brilliantly executed. Phantom Liberty and the ending of Phantom Liberty is what Cyberpunk was meant to be. I think what was masterful in the ending of Phantom Liberty was that it got you attached to Johnny, knowing that you will have to kill him, and you never got to think about it until the end. And you did think about it, or at least I did think about it, but when the choice was presented, I was like, I couldn't do it, but I wanted to see the ending, and I was like, okay, this is the only way I get to live, so I went ahead with that. That is what made it beautiful. There was no contrived plot twist at the end, which made you go, what the fuck, man? It was all set up. It got you attached to a character you knew was gonna die, and made you like that character to a point where you didn't want him to die. Exactly similar to what RDR2 did, and it was done beautifully. And man, shit. So let's wow. So this is one point of no return. Okay, well, I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one where we'll do the secret ending.